Yep. Yep. Nice. Everything seems to work. I'm gonna put myself on streamer mode as well. Honestly, I thought like before the stream and before typing in chat like, oh yeah, I gotta, go on Discord and do the things. And then I immediately fucking forgot. So, I thank you for the reminder. It is different. I'm currently in the LAN location. Oh, also, okay, I didn't change the stream info. Lol, we're not doing skylight. We're not doing skylight. I guess the first thing I should do is like a recap. Yeah, I mean, I have friends over, and I'm not home. But I still gotta stream. Anyway, so Metroidvania month is over, and I placed horribly. Hold on, I'm gonna clear my table a bit. No, not even close. I don't know. Okay, so the winners were announced on Discord. They're not visible here. But if I go to here, then we can see there's like a one category where I was on the top 50%, and then in all the others, I'm in the bottom 50%. So, actually, what is half of 122? Oh, 61. Yeah. So, not good, not good. But I mean, if I wanted to do better, then I would have needed more map to have it be more like a Metroidvania. And then I don't know, the gameplay is kind of niche, I think. Whereas like 2D Metroidvanias, they're very easy to pick up. And 3D can be easy as well, but I basically just did the classic thing of making the game too hard. Making the game too hard, right? Too difficult. And yeah. But there's like a niche I'm targeting with my game. Don't. Anyway, but yeah, that's that. On the skylight, I did implement it. It is a bit. What do you mean? Dungeon 3? Or did I launch this from the wrong folder? No. Do we just not have Dungeon 3 here? Okay. Okay, so Dungeon 3 just doesn't exist here. That's interesting. I guess it's because Dungeon 3 is a tracked file. Then doesn't exist here. That's interesting. Well, I don't have to worry about that. Well, this is the dungeon map. Not in the jam version though. This is on main branch, but it's basically the same. Except, you know, we have the speedometer here. Text is different. There's no sound when you find secrets. Well, the secrets don't even exist here, right? Yeah. But. I keep thinking about that one comment saying that ascending on stairs is not as smooth as in Minecraft. I'm like, that one's kind of living in my head. I should ask them, like, what do you mean? That's like a thing that I worked on so much. I don't know if they're talking about like going upstairs like this. Well, yeah, gotta ask at some point. Oh yeah, but the skylight. You can see the outside is lit. Wow, very cool. The only downside right now is that if I load a map, it takes a while. Like, I'm loading currently, and now we've loaded. And that's all, like, skylight calculations, right? So that's the thing that I can optimize at some point. Because, you know, before, loading maps was instant. Something like that. Like, even the big maps would just load at this speed. And I definitely want to keep it that way, if I can. If I can do that, I will do that. Yeah. Let's, I can delete that. But skylight is a thing. Let me go here. There, we initialize the skylight. And then, yeah. Oh yeah, because I modified the default light propagation a bit. The increase is the interesting part. Yeah, so basically, if we are going down, and the current light is skylight, then we don't decrement the light level. Or actually what this does is it places a new skylight. Honestly, I could just reuse the same light data here. I guess I'll place it. No, I'll put it to do here. But yeah, but skylight is the same, except that it just doesn't decrement when it goes down. And what do we do for the decrease propagation? Oh, okay, so this is something that decides if... Okay, yeah. Honestly, I don't remember how this works. Okay, how do we do this? What are we doing here? Because basically, no, I didn't mean to do that. But how the light propagation works in the first place is that, let's bring the game here like this. So we have some light source, and we imagine that these are like lower values, you know. Let's say, so if we blocked off this light, let's put more here. So if this light is blocked off, then these spots are marked for propagating the light decrease. So then they'll look around, and if they see something that's dimmer than the block light, So if they see something that's dimmer than hold on, my brain. I didn't sleep the best. I don't know if you can tell. Anyway, if they see something that's dimmer than 30, then they'll decrement that light, or they'll set it to 0 and then mark it to further propagate the decrease, right? So this will be 30, so it won't propagate the decrease. Also, let me that hidden for a bit. This won't propagate a decrease, but these will, because they're below 30. They're gonna be 28, because this is 29. So these get zeroed out, and then these propagate a decrease, and then these get zeroed out. But when these get zeroed out, it will look for something that's less than 28, because these are 28. So then it will get rid of these. But if there was another light powering this, for example, then this wouldn't get propagated for a decrease, because it's more than 28, and instead we would mark this for propagating an increase, right? So whenever you block off a light, the light gets eaten, but then if we encounter something that should be lighting the area that we just unlit, then we relight that area with the light that we found, right? But it's still like a very localized thing, and like we don't have to go everywhere in the map. We just have to go where the light changes and touch those areas. Yeah, that's probably not the best explanation, but that's how it works. And for skylight, like if we have a hold on, I have a tool for this. Like let's say we have this column here. You know, if I block this off, then it'll be dark. Let's actually do. Then we can actually still see. You know, this is filled with skylight currently. If I do L here, then it's gonna tell me that we have light here. The light level is 30, and skylight, you know, it's skylight. Wow, interesting. But if I block this off on the very top, then we obviously want to unlight the whole fucking column, right? So when we are propagating a decrease, we have to take this into account, basically. Or do we? That's what I'm thinking that this does. So let's see. So offset.y. If it's 0, then we just do the normal thing. If the offset is going up, oh, so we don't care about anything. Is this correct? Jarvis, is this correct? This might be a little too... this might just be incorrect. So I'm thinking that if we have something like this here, I have something like this. This is probably depropagating this light for no reason. It's a bit annoying. How would I even test that? Oh, well, it gets dark when it shouldn't. Lol. Yeah, okay, that's a lighting bug. That is indeed a lighting bug. Well, I gotta fix that. Damn, so there's some value in still, like, reading your code and understanding your code. You can find bugs that way. Now, okay, so I was just really just trying to get this to work back when I did this. When did I do this? Okay, I just need separate logic for skylight and no skylight. Or not exactly. Damn. It would be possible to just have TTS and easy. Okay, so we're going up. The other light is not skylight. I think we just have to do this. I think this will fix everything. Damn, I should have made unit tests for this. I haven't. Is that really what I'm gonna do this stream? I want to do map design. Map design is fun. And it's like, you know, not mega boring. I guess I don't need these parentheses here, but I'll do it. Well, anyway, that's auto-saved. That's fine. Now, I think I will do map design as soon as I fix this one lighting bug. Surely it's easy, right? Okay, so now this doesn't unlight the whole fucking thing for no reason, which is good. And okay, that was blocked off. To be 0.3, so we can see in the dark. Oh, that's not exactly correct. What was the combination that I did to get that to fuck up? Was it this and then this? Okay. Well, I think this is because it's on a chunk edge. So if I... Damn, I didn't mean to do that. That's fine though. I immediately forgot what I did to break it. Okay, so if I do this, nothing, I would place the light. Do that, do that, do that. Okay, now it's broken. Place the light. And then... Bam, bam. No, it was the other way around. Fuck. I keep... Okay. Okay. Place the light. Do that. Do that. That's how I did it. Place the light. Oh, yeah. It's the chunk edge. It is indeed the chunk edge. Oh, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Uh... Yes. So, the chunk mesh cache is fucking me. Because when we are here, these blocks are part of a different chunk. And light changes here, and then we don't invalidate the cache. So we don't remesh. So, yippee. But I think it works otherwise. Let's commit that. First, we'll do this. There we go. I've been playing Silver Grapple recently. It's a good game. Yeah, I mean, it's a high skill ceiling game. I'm gonna be looking forward to like looking at the speedruns of that game and seeing how insane they are. Like if the game has a player base, actually that's something that I can check right now. Yeah, please tell me there's a lot of runs. There's not a lot of runs, but there's okay, so there's one insane run and then a bunch of not insane runs. Interesting. Uh no, I didn't. No, gotta forget that there's I this is why I didn't want to look at it. 'Cause I saw like a very slight spoiler. There's different endings. Well, I know. I didn't know that. Now I do. Anyway, well, it's not that bad. But. Uh, yeah, 10 minutes the whole game, and it's I would say if you like difficult 2D platforming, then Silver Grapple is definitely worth playing. I think it sat in my Steam library for quite a while, but now that I didn't mean to do that. I mean, it's on itch and on Steam. I don't remember where I found it. Oh, that reminds me. I actually did find like a small bug in the game. Oh, Davy's unofficial son. Hello. You've come here at just the right time when I've done fixing a light engine bug. And instead I get to do visual stuff with the game. Let's go. Also, I can re-show this thing here. Thank you. Thank you. Uh, but yeah. There's some previous maps that I worked on. Uh, yes, basically. Indeed, indeed. That's the whole shtick. Um, yeah, I have some previous maps that I've built that are visible in the upper right corner. And those are still like valid maps, but they're not really like beginner friendly. So I'm trying to cook something that's would be good for like a first time player, right? So these well, there are more lighting bugs to fix because we are on chunk edges here. That's awesome. Yum 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 yum. Oh, okay, because the light. Okay, the skylight doesn't want to propagate here. Yep, yep, yep. There we go. uh, so true. Fun minus. Let's see. Yeah, on this map, I don't think you need momentum for any jump. But you know, of course, it can make it easier. Yeah, I don't teleport to the start on map change. Uh, I think here momentum might be needed. Yeah, it is. It is. That jump, for example, is not possible without momentum, and I don't think you can gain enough speed in that little space. But I also thought that this doesn't really teach the player about the momentum. But I guess it would also become evident as you play the game. But I thought that I might do something like this, where you spawn right behind the finish line, but you will notice the finish line, the start line. But you know, you can't make this jump, so then you gotta use your head and go back. The only thing that I don't like about this stage is that you go back through the start line, and you know it resets your timer. But I guess that's another mechanic that you might not be aware of, so it's fine to have that there. Why did I jump 2 years too early? Holy shit. Anyway. There we go. Yippee. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's I used to have it like, let me free the cursor. I used to have it like somewhere here, on the bottom left corner, but it's hard to look at it. Right, it's really hard to parkour and at the same time know what your speed is. So I just put it into the middle. Smile, and that works. Yeah. No, don't worry. Even if you were saying it sarcastically, I would treat it as if you weren't being sarcastic. It's one of my favorite ways to handle like sarcasm is to just act as if there's no sarcasm. One of the upsides is that you don't have to care if it's sarcasm. It's great. I fucking love it. And then if someone you know, like if someone's basically trying to be a spineless dick, where they're joking all the time but not really, it's 50 TPS. Oh, then it doesn't really matter if they're doing that. And if they start clarifying, then I can act as if I knew. But usually I just say, yeah, I just handle sarcasm that way. Anyway. I don't know why. Okay. Yeah. Yep. One of the reasons I chose 50 TPS is because the math for the time is easier. So you won't get, like... Okay. Okay, buddy. You won't get, like, oh, finish the course in 4.166666666 seconds and whatever. 50 TPS time is always going to be like a neat, non-repeating decimal number. Yeah, but it's and I don't think there's really like a measurable difference between 60 and 50 for gameplay. And like if someone were to notice, then like fucking good on you, you know. Yeah. And this is one of the latest things that I've done, that triggers are visible in no clip but not outside of no clip. But what should I do after this? I'm trying to think. Like I've told about momentum. We have some harder jumps here, or at least seemingly harder because there's less space to stand on. Also, these maps are probably gonna get like some visual polishing at some point. So there's not just floating in the void, or then the sky is gonna look better, and there's gonna be like clouds down there or something. I don't know. Well, basically, if I load the first one, then this is like I'm planning on this being the very first level. I might do something where it's literally just a start line and a finish line on the same block. That's also possible. Let's actually do that for fun. Yeah, we'll erase that. That's... maybe... I love my building tools. It's very, very convenient to just have that. I'll make it a bit longer, maybe? Yeah, I'm gonna make this a bit longer. Yeah, maybe I should do it now. Maybe. Perhaps. Maybe like 14 blocks. Yeah, it is ugly. Yeah, so nice like this. And you can see the finish line there. So this is very, very obvious. It's you start there, you go forward, there's the finish line. Save M0. So true. And you start, I mean, there's some space for like, I mean, I don't think you can fit 2 jumps here. It's really only 1 jump that you can fit for building speed. And you actually don't want to jump at the very end, because while the start has a finish line that extends upwards, the ending doesn't. So you actually have to land on the block for your time to end. And like if you land here, that doesn't count. You're not touching the finish. You have to touch the finish. I could place a bunch of triggers here. But I don't want to do that. I feel like it's funny. It would require the actual physical contact with the finish block. With the start block, it's not funny. Therefore, triggers. Yeah, you can like fit 1 jump here, maybe. But even that turning is kind of griefing. And then you can't jump at the very end. That kind of sucks. Oh, actually, it does line up pretty well. 3.14 pi speedrun? Let's go. You might want to look like completely straight ahead or something. Okay, I got like 1 amazing one. Yeah. Let's see. Also, Davey, if you use Discord, there is bing 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 bing. There's stream Discord where I ping every time that I stream and I never forget and ping an hour into the stream. Smile. Oh shit. I completely missed the question. Thank you for pointing it out. Anyway, how's Rust as a language? I've been thinking about learning it. I love it, personally. It's, how do I say it? I haven't personally coded in C, and at one point I did try to start a project in C++, but it was kind of misguided. But I've done some JavaScript, very little of it. Mostly GD script. Oh yeah, I gotta give you the role. Mostly GD script. What else have I done? What else have I done? At least mostly those. I mean, some like batch script when I was on Windows, whatever. But out of everything, Rust is my favorite. For two reasons. One, it's fast. Yeah, good O. But I mean, when I say JavaScript, I mean like vanilla JavaScript, no frameworks, nothing, just JavaScript, not JavaScript with a billion frameworks, right? But yeah, Rust goes fast when you run it. I really like that. And then the type system is just really good. It just works. And I would say, like, I think GDScript and Rust are like how I write them is very similar, right? I truly think that like there's slightly different syntax for the two, but I honestly do the same shit. Like, you have loops, you have if statements, you just fucking code the logic, and then you do the shit, and it works. uh, let's see. Let me go to the player movement. Oh, actually, I can show you this thing. We have bombs. And I will actually turn on the audio. I turned down the audio a bit. Yippee! Because I participated in a game jam where I placed terribly, but it made me work more in the game. And I also did these footstep sounds there. Like, while in the jam. Thank you, thank you. Actually, one thing on my mind is that I have to update some of them. Because, for example, when I fill and I have this, well, I mean, the Z fighting is one thing, but when I'm writing a command, I would like there to be a similar highlight when I specify the two positions. And I could do like AN here. I would like that to be highlighted while I'm filling. Oh, I meant to do that. You poor thing. You didn't update. Anyway. And also I would like to have autocomplete and shit like that. There's a lot to do. The work never ends. Be aware, when you make a game, especially if you do it without an engine and you want good dev tools, the work never ends. Yeah. I get that. Yes. What was I doing? I was doing something just before this. Okay, first of all, I'll mute the audio. Second of all, oh yeah, I wanted to show the player movement. I mean, this is, if input buttons are pressed, wow. Well, I mean, this is all my code, my kingdom, right? Axiom is also very cool. Hold on, I gotta ban a bot. Hey, there we go. It's crazy that Twitch hasn't gotten rid of the bots, advertising view bots. That's I feel like they could have done that. But it's also like a cat and mouse game. Oh. Interesting. What kind of servers do you work on and make? But yeah. I mean, some of this shit is a bit less obvious, but that's just because it's math. Also gotta turn all of this into integer math. Hello, best dev. Welcome in, welcome in. But yeah. It's just... At least to me, this reads like just code. Lol. If I wanted to show something a bit more esoteric, I guess there's the console. And there's like these question marks, for example. But I think this is a pretty standard like programming thing, where we return something that's a result, and then we can just have a shorthand for handling a function returning something that's not okay and instead an error, and we just pass that error up. But you have to explicitly pass the error up. It's not like fucking throw catch where this implicitly happens all the time. I gotta say, some of these command aliases, I always write B for changing brightness. But this is here more for like self documentation. Oh, I assume you're doing this on the newest version of Minecraft? Mm-hmm. Okay. So there's some specific version that works the best. Yes. That's the Minecraft way. But yeah. Yeah, these are self-documenting shits. It's like, if I didn't have the other alias, then you might be able to piece what the function is doing by just reading. But why not just have the alias? Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, what do you think about the newest Minecraft version being not obfuscated? How do you feel about that? Or do you have any special takes on that? I think that's awesome. True. Yeah, okay, let's actually fix the Z fighting. I think that's something that I should do. For that, we gotta modify the meshing a bit. There's like a cheap way I could do it, but there's also like a proper way. Actually, the proper way that I'm thinking about is wrong. Or is it? It is. I got okay. I was thinking of finally changing the scale thing to be a float everywhere. But not gonna do that quite yet. So oh, these are float positions. I can just do this where I call this. Okay. I'll just do point one there. That's fine. Is that really the fix? Ooh, I feel like they're trying to focus Bedrock Edition. I think yes. Uh, Microsoft focusing on Bedrock Edition and pushing it. Definitely yes. Uh, I mean, I don't know. Deleting Java Edition, I don't think that's gonna be a thing. But and the thing is, we don't know the contract that Notch made with Microsoft, right? But it's insane that the Java edition has not gotten enshittified. It's actually insane. Like, think about that. Microsoft of all companies owns Java edition, and it has not gotten enshittified. True yet, but it's been a few fucking good years, right? And is the plan that when the current employees retire, then they're gonna fucking enshittify the thing? I don't know. maybe, but that's it's very interesting, very very interesting. Well, yeah, but I mean that's how would I say, that is shitty, but it hasn't touched the game itself. If that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't know if they can really do much to Java Edition. That's kind of what I'm thinking. As because the Mojang team can kind of I think what has happened is that the Mojang team can just do basically whatever they want to the game, and then like they're not, Microsoft is not allowed to fucking fire the current people at Mojang. I think they're in a pretty good position. I think so. But then like account handling, for example, that's like off of their hands. I don't know. These are just serious. Anyway, let's check. There's still Z fighting. Is this above the thing? It is above the thing. We can see a small ledge here. But it's not enough. It's not enough. It's still too close. Anyway, let's double the distance. See if that helps. I guess I could make this dependent on how close we are to the surface. But that's yeah. If I had better handling of depth, then this wouldn't be as big of an issue. Like if I had more reasonable far and near planes, maybe. But I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm gonna do a scuff thing and make this depend on distance. Another thing that I could do is whatchamacallit. Whatchamacallit. Have like a different render pass. Well, actually, this is on a different render pass. What am I saying? Should I just make this render always on top instead of doing this? Okay, let's actually do that. Let's do that. Also, I don't remember what Luanti is. It sounds so familiar. It sounds so familiar, but I have no clue. Oh, yes. Yes, okay, so Minecraft clone but open source. Basically. Yes, 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 yes. I actually looked at it myself as well, but yeah. I'm gonna do my own stuff. Also about Axiom, I remember looking at the user interface of that and thinking, damn, I'm never gonna have something that's as good as this. uh, yeah, it's uh, it's definitely a thing to learn from. I might need a different render pass for this, or like a different pipeline thingy. So I don't want the depth to be an issue. Oh, and this is different. Okay, okay, okay. So if I were to want to disable depth, what would I do? So here we have this. Where do we set the pipeline? Here we set the pipeline. I think I need another pipeline that has no depth. Where do we find depth? Depth stencil. Let's go. Yeah. So we need another pipeline. Fuck. That's gonna be a copy of this, but with like one fucking difference. Oh. Okay, I was aware of them making a Minecraft launcher. I wasn't aware of the server thing. That's great. I've seen like a few attempted re-implementations of the Minecraft server, but nothing that. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be like a survival kind of deal. It's more gonna be like a minigame server kind of deal, right? At least that's what the other attempts have been so far. Because if you try to do survival, there's a lot of things to implement, right? There's a lot of stuff to do. And you know, the same way that I'm like this game, for example, is basically Minecraft without survival. And I can mod it myself. That's basically this game. Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. Interesting. Alright. Yeah, so the problem is that the pipeline code is so much fucking boilerplate. And I'm thinking, can I reduce this boilerplate somehow? Well, I'm gonna have the same layout. This is gonna be the same. I mean, fuck it, I'll just... Let's make a scope. Put everything in there. But we do want to leak this out of the scope. I think I need that. The voxel render pipeline. We want to use it outside, so we're gonna do this funny trick. Funny Rust trick. If you want to have a variable defined inside of a scope or you want to leak it outside, then just do this. Define the variable outside of the scope and then just immediately assign to it. Easy. I mean, I could have also done... I mean, no, I'm gonna do it like this. Because I also want... that. Ooh. What do you mean 31 instances of a player's movement? Like, they have, like, different... potential different, like, states that the player was in while they were moving, question mark? Yeah, no, I've seen some stuff from that guy. Moldberry. Yeah, he's insane. In a good way. Huge respects to that guy. And like one thing that I've thought about is like when this if this game gets good enough, and you know, I have like how to say budget for making things better, he's definitely one of the people that I might think about for like systems side stuff. For like UX for like building. If I don't somehow do that myself. Definitely one of the fucking better people for that. I haven't looked at his website. Dude, no. Don't tell me that the website is like bad or something. Dude, yeah, that's a good website. I don't know what to tell you. This is peak website. Even I mean, even if I have JavaScript disabled, then it's like it's fine, right? Like if we compare this, it's very similar to this. Dude, it's actually you probably want this. You might be looking for this. That's funny. That's funny. Anyway, let me check. Oh, this one doesn't work without JavaScript. No. Yep. I initially read thinker as thinker. That would be awesome. So true. So true. Okay, let's create the other pipeline. So we can do this shit. I think the fragment stage is gonna be the same. As we have. Well, I might make this different at some point, but we do that. Now let's see if it still compiles. Oh, okay. Oh, sure. It just wants the value to be typed. That's fine. Temporary value drops while being borrowed. Bruh. What do you mean? Okay, targets 4699. So we're here. It's here. I can't do this for some reason. The compilation fucking xddd. Yeah, this needs to be this. So I'd have to extract this into a variable as well. Fuck, that's a bit annoying. If it's like all in one, then it works. Damn. I'm more of a fan of the great minds think alike, yet fools seldom differ. Does that work? It does work. Yippee. Okay, I'm gonna maybe do it like this. This is scuffed, but basically I just want to have some variables that I can just reuse when I'm making the other pipeline instead of having to have tons of duplicate code. Oh yeah, don't worry about this though. I can just write cargo format, and then it does everything for me. Smile. That's one. That's one thing that I like about Rust as well. See, I can just write cargo fmt, and then reload the file. I mean, Claire, this is how English works, you know? I mean, defer just sounds silly, I think. This just has to sound right. Anyway, primitive and vertex is gonna be the same, but I don't know if I can do this. Let's see. Oh, okay, I can do that. Nice. This is the type of shit that I might regret later, by the way. Let's hope that no. Let's hope that not. Oh, I guess one thing that I could have done is put this into a function instead. Eh, whatever. Whatever. Because the depth stencil, we want to have that. This we might change. Let's format. And then we're gonna have the other one. Tool mesh render pipeline equals this thing. Except we're not gonna do depth. Oh. Oh, okay, I have to clone these. Bruh. Hello? So if I say clone, then it's a sum. What do you mean? Okay, sure. I guess I'm just gonna not wrap it into a sum anyway. Yeah, then we have both. Yep, yep, yep. I typed it wrong. There we go. Oh no, okay, I'm dumb. I still had the wrong thing there. There we go. I thought that was I encountered a stupid like Ross typing shenanigan, but instead it was me typing the wrong fucking name. That's awesome. Anyway, if I read the error, then that would have been fine instantly. Okay, I'm gonna have another thing here. And then that's And can we still compile? We can. Awesome. And we go to the render function. This I'm supposed to be here. Let's see. Where do we mesh the world? Why am I blind? Okay, okay. I see now. Da 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 da. Okay, okay. Yeah, we make the world mesh here and we set the pipeline afterwards. Okay, okay. I was just confused about the order of things. Fair enough. And then we go here. We want to set the pipeline before we render. Just make it happen before these. Well, let's hope that it doesn't crash, because WGPU doesn't check everything at compile time, which, you know, understandable, I guess. And what the hell? Okay. Oh, okay, so I do need a different layout. Fuck. Okay, wait, hold on. Where did I do the depth? Here. Huh? Oh, is the texture bind group layout that's different then? No way. Fragment, texture. I'm guessing one of these is depth, question mark? Because I've just copied this. This is clearly copy pasted. And D2 array. No, no, no. This is different. This is different. This is the textures. What is there? The render pads uses texture with format. This. The render pass. Oh. Okay, so which line was this? We don't get a backtrace. I don't remember how to set the environment variables. Is it like this? Can I just do this? Is this a thing? It is not. I forgot how I did that. Let me look at my command history on my second monitor. Okay, so I've done this in the past. Okay, now we get a back trace. Nice. We are gonna disable it for now and hope that this is enough. Okay. A good map design stream, by the way. Good map design stream. This is what tends to happen. I do some amount of map stuff, and then it's oh yeah, there's this one bug that I gotta fix. Then it turns into this. Bird main panicked. Yep. Yep. Okay. Okay. So this is what we're looking at. Yep. We're gonna go a bit further in. Wait, huh? It's inside of the closure, yeah, but then does it not give me anything else? And then it goes into fucking the vendor shit. Do you have anything else? Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Now we're further in. Yep. So this is this. And then what do you mean? What do you mean? It's on an empty line? Question mark? Okay, let's run that again. Nice. By 409. Okay. So it's saying that the error is here. Question mark. I'm guessing that it means this shit. And if I comment this out, then we are probably gonna be fine. I don't want to mess with the output of this terminal, so I'm gonna make a new terminal. We're just not gonna render now. And that's fine. Oh, we're still not fine. Oopsie. Oh, this is the UI shit. Dude, is this... what? Or is it that we go out of the scope and then it, oh, okay. So we go out of the scope and then it's doing stuff. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So dropping the variable out of scope makes shit happen. Set pipeline. Why does dropping it out of the fucking scope cause shit to happen? Huh? That's my first thing. I mean, that might be reasonable, and I'm overreacting. The second thing is, what the fuck is happening? That's my second question. Okay, we have 33 instances of depth. Let's go. Oh, is it here? I know. I'm also thinking that I might just have like a different depth stage for this, I guess. I wonder, where do I reset the depth buffer actually? That's something to look into as well. Oh, well maybe it's here. No, 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 that's not correct. Fuck it. I was gonna do a depth stencil, but it's gonna be different. I'm just gonna fix the error. But this is me fixing an error without understanding why the thing that I'm doing is working. But I wanna have like a sanity check on like, does this work at all? Yeah, it does work. We have the scuff thing of always rendering this. No Z fighting, yippee, because there's no depth. Easy. How to fix Z fighting? Just don't have Z. Smile. So true. So true. I guess what I actually want to do is just reset the depth between the fucking stages, right? Then, so I might not need another pipeline. Okay, where do we reset the depth? How do we do that? Because obviously the depth is reset between the things, the stages. How is that done? Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, is a render pass attachment? Does do different render passes? I guess so. I guess that's the thing I can do. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think it's time for separate render passes. GLHW sounds like a fucking render library name. uh, Somewhat related. I actually really love Glow's name. Like the render library. GL on whatever. Glow. That's just mwah, chef's kiss name. Uh yeah. Rest in piss only having one render pass. So this is gonna be main render pass. We need a different render pass. Where am I defining this? In render? Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, okay. So I can do this a lot easier. Okay, let's undo a bunch of the stuff that I just did. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have a notification on GitHub about the formatting failing on this. Okay, we don't need this. This is the same. Okay, I can restore this from the trash if I need it. I don't need you. I don't need you either. There we go. I don't need you either. Let's go. Also, Davey, if you can link to some stuff that you've done, then like post links. I like how some chats have a rule for like, oh, don't post links or like ask for permission. Here it's like the other way around. Like if you have anything they've done that you think is cool enough to show, then show. Damn. Unfortunate. Well, you didn't think that would be possible, but you're gonna get homework from the stream, which is to document some stuff. Alright? That's your homework from this stream. Have stuff that you can link to me. So true. So true. Let's see. Okay. So true. Okay, so what do we do here? Ooh. I might check those out at some point. Not this stream. But that's like... If you can, like, tell me, like, what those servers are, then I might do... I might do it off stream as well, right? Yeah, you can. You can either DM or send in the general channel. So, up to you. Up to you. Okay, so we have the render pass here. What do we do here? So this is a fucking big ass scope. And honestly, we only want the tool meshing to be in a different render pass. Here's the tool meshing. So we're just gonna yoink this. Yoink. Blim. Take that out of there. I guess the UI should probably be in the other render pass as well. You know, we don't really need depth on the UI, I think. You know, that's something. But I'll leave it there for now. And build out the fucking hotbar and whatever. Yep. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Now I get the why dropping the scope did shit. Because when you drop the render pass out of the scope, then it like processes the thing. Okay, here's tool meshing. Let's make another scope. That's... Okay. I'm gonna make a new render pass. Damn. I see. You came to the stream to procrastinate, and then I started harassing you to do shit. Awesome. Okay, okay. Base Hunter x Hunter profile picture, by the way, that you have on Discord. I can appreciate that. Holy shit. Oh. Matching. So true. Anyway. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Fuck. You did mean to say matching. I thought you meant to say watching, but no, you meant to say matching because you have matching profile pictures. Okay. Anyway, um, definitely recommend watching it. Uh, I've watched Hunter x Hunter like 14 or 15 times at this point. Oh, okay, okay. God damn. I feel like posting your home IP publicly is a good thing to procrastinate on, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, it's you gotta have some quirkiness in the show. Dude, I remember talking about this with a friend while watching, and I said something like, "Dude, you don't get it. There's this really progressive." Ay ay ay. Anyway, um, yeah. But imagine there's like 140 something or 150 something episodes, and I've watched the show like 14, 15 times. Oof. Ay ay ay. Do you remember what the last thing that happened is that you've seen in the anime? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how strict Twitch is about talking about the P word. R. Well, I can tell you that I've bought music, like game OSTs and whatever, and I have local files. And I love having local files for that shit. It's I don't like subscription services. Uh, I feel like they're just there to nickel and dime you. Oh, my Java code gt.tc. Dude, that's an interesting link. We need JavaScript to make the site work. Okay, let's see me get compromised in real time. I don't know if you meant to. Interesting. I feel like that's a mispaste, perhaps. Oh, start code? Okay, okay. So you actually did mean to send it. Let's see. I don't know. I'm like first reading this, and I'm like, doesn't seem like it would be doing anything that I would want it to do. We're doing Express. Some Hello World. Then, I don't know. The good thing is that this is in the browser. But, I'm gonna wait for Cleared to clear this for me, if he can. Oh, don't don't take it personally. I'm just really fucking paranoid about shit like this. So I'll think about it. I'll think about it. I might do it. Okay. Give me a rating. Out of 100. What is the chance that this does anything bad to me? Jarvis, calculate the odds of me being hacked. I love the fucking Jarvis meme. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay. Before I venture, and it's a website. I'm just fucking clicking a button, but oh, do not. Oh, okay. Thank you for clearing this for me. uh, I'm actually curious if it would have done that because I have a cat box blocked here. It might have not done that. Okay. Well, that's easy ban. See ya. Holy shit. Yeah, the funny thing is, I thought about like loading that in a VM, you know, to like avoid being hacked. I didn't think about like trying to harm me, the user, directly, right? Oh, that also, I'm thinking, damn, that could have just led, like, okay, I'm gonna wait like 20 minutes before talking about this to avoid giving that guy ideas for free, right? They could have done that way better. Way, 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 way better. But I think the poster of that might be a little young. So if I like wait like 20 to 40 minutes, they're not gonna be here anymore. And they're gonna hear what I have to say about how that could have been done better. Right? And I'm thinking, there's also a chance that I will just forget. So if they wanna hear the fucking feedback, they're gonna they're gonna sit here for like 40 minutes and then I've just forgotten about the thing. They'll be sitting here for nothing. That's awesome. Dude, I love that. So true. So true. Aye, aye. Yeah, account created 10 minutes ago. I don't think there's any way for me to know who this guy is. Hmm. Actually, can we run a whois on that domain? It's probably anonymous. Hmm. Now, I should have mined them for more information before banning. And that was definitely like an emotional ban. I fucking I fucking hate A-rape, personally. That this feels not. It doesn't really feel like a targeted attack, but it could be. Like in my mind, that's what I'm thinking. Anyway, yeah, I could ask them more questions. Mine more information, get more of their text so we can, have their writing in here, and have information like, oh, this person writes like this. So if we encounter the same person in the future, then there's like more data on them. Those kinds of things are fun to think about. Anyway. Yeah, thank you, Cleared, for clearing the site. uh, I truly appreciate that. Having my own stream minion. So true, so true. But also, I do gotta say, I hope you don't have to do that. It's it is helpful and I appreciate it, but also you're doing work for free with no reward. Unlucky. Anyway, okay, so we have another render pass here. And the render pass will get dropped at the end. I guess. Okay, let's see what happens if we just do this. We're not compiling. Oh. Okay. We need. I moved the microphone in front of my face. I regret it. It's harder to type now. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sure. That's awesome. The funny thing is, if I open that on if the link directly redirected there instead of requiring me to click a button, I would have gotten ear raped. Well, no, I can just fucking take my headphones off. It would still be annoying, but the video would have been on my second screen, right? So it wouldn't have been shown on stream. Yep. There's some other stuff that I noticed that I can do in the future to make sure I don't get fraud like that, but I will not say them. Because knowledge is power, and I don't want to give little fucking shits like that any more power than they have. Ay. This is like information warfare. Let them know nothing. Jarvis, prevent users below 15 years old from watching the stream, please. I need that. That's funny as fuck, though. Okay, yeah. That. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking I might have to go into the VOD and edit a warning in, or just censor the link. This, I'm gonna write that down. Also, just to be clear, I will check the link after stream in a VM while having my headphones off. I will confirm that it's actually bad. I don't want to have an unjustified ban like that. I do trust cleared, but also, as I said, I'm paranoid. I check a lot of stuff. I'm also curious about what it's exactly like. Like the fucking thing. Actually, am I gonna check it? 50% chance. The reason that I said that is because if I put the warning in to the stream and I go through the effort of fucking censoring the shit, I don't know. At that point, I'm committed to the bit. I don't know if anything that I'm saying is making sense. Anyway, let's continue this shit. Alright. We have nothing here. We have vertices here. Let's run this shit. Let's see if it runs. So I'm expecting to see nothing being rendered, except if I select an area, then something will render. Okay, set A, let's say 0, 0, 0, set B 100, 100, 100, and then pool, pulse. Oh, it's still nothing. Okay, interesting. Oh, because we do another render pass and then we don't draw it. We don't draw it. That's fair. I feel like that is a very fair assessment to have. But I might do that. I might just censor the link and not look into it. Okay, I want all of this. Tool meshing. I guess. Okay, I'm just gonna do this here. The voxel render pipeline, and then we have I'm gonna scroll a bit further up to have the other thing. Oh, okay, we have this here. Okay, sure, I'll just do that. Yeah, I wonder how many streams that guy has gone into though. That's what I'm thinking. But I'm thinking of checking other software and game dev stream VODs from around this time. But damn, dude, that's such a throw. If it includes stuff that should be not included in VODs, then those people are gonna have to delete their VODs. I'm not gonna be able to see them be epically trolled by that guy. Unlucky. Yeah, we're writing the dual vertex buffer, that's fine. Or do we need a separate buffer for this? Surely not. Surely I don't need to define another buffer. Fuck. Render pipeline must be set. What do you mean? Oh. There we go. We need this. There we go. What is the current error? Leash. Oh, I need to do everything. I need to do everything. Oh, I guess it's separate pass, so it wants everything again. Dash fine. Did I ask that? I thought about asking that. But okay. Grrr. I'm setting the bind group. Oh, I went to the wrong place. Let's go. We're again rendering nothing. Awesome. I probably don't want to clear this. Okay, WGPU load up. Cargo dock. Jarvis, document my code. True. I'm still thinking about the, like, guy trying to troll. That's crazy. It's truly my mental model was entirely just, like, getting hacked and, like, shit happening to my computer. And I'm thinking about the browser sandbox. But then he's just fucking, oh, play loud audio file and something that is not appropriate for stream on video. Crazy attack vector that I didn't think about. Crazy. True. That's so true. It's so true. I'm gonna do look into that. Let's see. Load up. What do we have here? I mean, I doubt he even heard me say anything about, like, wanting stuff. Or if he actually just fucking lurked in the stream and then did that, I guess it's possible. It is possible that someone was watching and then got that idea and then did that. I was just thinking that they're just going around, like, doing that to all, like, software and dev streamers. Damn. Anyway, clear and load. Okay, so you just want to say load? Question mark? Let's see. Not cargo dock. God damn it. I wanted to run the project. There we go. True. I mean, I think JavaScript is fine, right? And that's not the problem. Hey, we have the thing rendering, and it doesn't care about depth. Let's go. This is similar to what I used to have back when I did ray tracing for the rendering. But it works. No more z-fighting. Ever. The smiley face. I can just select the area, and I can also see the selection through the blocks. This is amazing. Synchron. Hello. I'm doing good. Oh, this renders over the UI. That is, not the best. I gotta make the UI render above everything, but that's good progress. Oh, interesting. That's the first time that I've heard that. It usually reminds people of Minecraft. That's great though. Okay, let's see. Okay, I made the assumption that all tool meshing wants to ignore depth, but I think that's a fair enough assumption for now. We doubled the amount of render passes from 1 to 2. Good. I don't think I need a new line here. Nice. Alright. Also, I just realized something. Since I have this here. Oh yeah, well I mean, okay, that's exactly what I'm doing. I was thinking like, oh, instead of making this ignore the depth, I could just clear the depth buffer. Ho 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 ho. But that's exactly what I'm doing. That is indeed what I did. Amazing. Okay. Amazing. I mean, like slight edge dogs, you know. It's you could have gone into like retro gaming, you know, even as like a Gen Z person, right? But you saying that it's an age docs guides the assumptions. Uh, I do. What do we have? Plus 91. I guess that's why. Because yeah, okay, we defined the render pass. That's why. Okay. Good, good, good. Good, 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 good. Yeah. I'm wondering if you said that it looks like, or it reminds you of a Super Monkey Ball based on what you're seeing on the main screen, or based on what you're seeing on the upper right corner here. That's what I'm thinking. Uh, okay, okay. Fair enough. Dude, M2 is a fucking not good level. It's just not good. Do I just drop it entirely? I guess this is fine. This is supposed to be teaching about momentum, but I think M3 is doing a better job at that. M2 is kind of filler. It might just get dropped. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We don't differentiate between corners and sides here. But yeah, no, I just finished making the selection box thingy not have Z fighting. It looked kind of terrible before, and you could only see like one of the faces. But now I cleared the depth buffer in between passes, and the selection is kind of visible there. Awesome. I can clear that entire thing. I need to fix the lighting stuff, but there's a lot of stuff that I have to do. Okay, so that's good. What was I doing before? I was thinking about doing map design. Let's go. Maybe I'll actually do that. I think I'll work off this. Oh, that's funky. It makes sense though. Anyway, also actually, I can say this for everyone present here. If this like looks like something that you would want to play, technically you can play something similar that I've released. So I participated in a game jam, and there's this. I did not mean to open a new tab. Oh, there's this thing. And I love the fact that the executable is like just below 10 megabytes. I could probably minimize this further if I wanted to. But yeah, but this is something that's released, playable. I wish that I did more for this. I didn't really place well in the jam. There's only one category where it went above the 50% or 50% 30. God damn, what am I saying? Anyway, yeah. The jam has like some crazy fucking games in it. not only can you play my game for free, there's also a shit ton of other games. Like it's amazing. I probably will check out this at some point. It's the Metroidvania month community is fucking insane. Oh, yes. I don't know if you've noticed, but I get sidetracked sometimes. I see, I see. We have the first thing that I saw here is the iron block texture. uh Prawn, I'll get to your question in a bit. Uh Also, this looks like a fucking dollar sign. Okay. I don't know if that's probably not intentional, but this really fucking reminds me of a dollar sign. It gets like emitted in just the right ways. Yeah. But taking a look like they're taking other corners like this just makes it a dollar sign. That's awesome. See, am I gonna? Okay. Um. Yeah, Kron. I don't use anything. I just draw text on the screen. Um. Hold on. Let me Wait, I saved the M4, right? Yeah. Okay. That's good. This is a sidetrack within a sidetrack. Like we're going back on the main track. I don't know how I would call this. Anyway, we want UI.rs. What is it fucking called? UI render. There we go. Yeah. It is all me. My own kingdom. I live in my own castle. God damn those other people on their code. I still gotta use some of it because I don't want to talk to the graphics card myself. Well, technically I do that with shaders, but anyway. Yeah, it's like there's some text building here, and yeah, you can see here getting the character bounce, for example. Like I have my own font. Imagine that. Let's see. Yippee! This is the font. We don't have a lot here. But it's just a bitmap font, right? And any characters that don't exist, they're a smiley face. This guy here. That's the missing character symbol. So if I go in the game, and I do like quotes, for example, that's a smiley face. Because we don't have those. Anyway, back to the vent. Can we see? Yeah, we can see the dollar sign in this. And if I zoom in, it's gonna be terrible. Okay, we're gonna. Yeah. So is this? Hold on, I'm thinking. I'm guessing this is a custom model for a block. And then you're placing this into the world. Like, I'm thinking about the scale of this. Where did I just do that? Where did I do that? Transform. Okay, probably here. There we go. Yes. I need to do this. It's already very visible. That's awesome. I mean, hold on. Yeah, because I just need to not have these here. Actually, I could just do this easier with the box select, now that I think about it. There we go. Through. Le dollar machine. And this is there, in plain sight. Always. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, 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 okay. So is this no custom resource pack? Question mark. And it's all this planet is. Oops, all this planets. Um. Okay, okay, okay. I got you now. Yeah, I feel like that's good. If you said that in the Discord and okay, okay, yeah, because the context that I have in my head is that you're making a resource pack, but the reality, like the reality context, dude. What the fuck am I saying? Anyway, hold on, I got a cough. There we go. Yeah, the actual case, the case in reality, is that this planet is, and that changes stuff. What are these then? Like these gray things here? Oh, okay, okay. Can you? How are you defining the player head? Is it an account that someone owns, or is it just like arbitrary data? Oh, okay, okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Dude, this reminds me of Seth Bling. Um, Z has like some. Okay, side note, it's amazing that I keep placing the. I don't know. Is this on a chunk edge? It has to be, right? Okay, I need to check. Yeah, it reminds me of Seth Bling. Because he made like a bunch of player heads that anyone could use for free. Yeah, okay, it was on a chunk edge. Wow, I just keep accidentally placing these on chunk edges. Also, I'm thinking for this, I'm probably gonna do a thing where I render the corners in a different color, like the ones that I clicked on, so I can kind of see where the selection starts and ends. I think that might be a good thing to do. Alright, yeah. It's well, spoiler alert, it's morning for me. Smile. But yeah, you have a good night. And thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I want to do that the other way around. There we go. Also, Ron, there's the Discord. You can join if you want to. There's gonna be a thing every time I go live, but also I go live the same fucking time all every time. It's on Saturdays, 6 a.m. my time. We go there, there, there. I'm gonna introduce a turn in here. Oh, okay, so that's there. We're gonna do this here. We have a top layer. There we go. I might implement a command called like reload or something, where I just, reload the map. That might be useful. I'll do another turn. And then how many blocks wide is this? Oh, it's distance. Six. Okay, 6 blocks. That's 5 blocks. This is 6 blocks. Okay. Keep clicking the wrong way around. I really should make the light work even when I'm filling. This is adding steps to the process that I don't really like. You're gonna like I fill and then I can't see because there's no light, and then I have to fucking do that shit. Should make it automatic. Is there anything interesting in here? Oh. Like I made this turn, but is it interesting in any way? I guess I could just require momentum on the end. This is not necessarily going to be a beginner-friendly level. That's way too many blocks, also. I need to do, like, this, maybe? Oh, yeah, having a display of how big the selection is on screen would probably be good. Why not? Why not? Okay, so this is 9, so it's really 8. 7, 6. We want to be able to flip grass. It's great. Yeah, it's more like I don't restrict flipping any kind of block. I just don't see the reason for it. Okay, so now this should be... Well, okay, the thing is, for the momentum building gameplay, it's like I can reach 170 speed there. If I jump here, like you lose a lot of speed when turning. So I guess this is like a lesson for me on like how the momentum building works. Because you can build enough momentum in this space, and the jump is easy, right? There's no reason for you to try to keep your speed through these turns, and that kind of sucks, right? That's just... I would like the case to be that you go through here and you're building momentum all the time, and then you can reach that. I guess it could be the case right now. Here we go. Can you make it on this straight away now? You can, and still very easily. Like, discovering the movement as I go. Okay, that's no longer possible, I think. Or then it's very, very precise. Okay. So this is a bit offset. Or narrower, I mean. There we go. I'll have 3 fucking grass blocks on my hotbar for no reason. That's awesome. Okay. Can we have enough speed if we go through here? I don't think so. We had less speed that time. Okay, so here's the question. Do I want to have a way to retain speed through corners? Perhaps. Or do I already have it and I've forgotten how to play the game? I don't think so. Because there's no redirectional speed mechanic, really? If we would drop to 130 speed when we turn. And then if you jump twice, then you're already above 130. I guess the puzzle could come from going somewhere fast enough and not can you get here with enough speed. So I like how the east just disappeared from that sentence, from the last word. But yeah. But I would love to have gameplay that's like build speed and then you have enough speed and then you get over obstacles because of that. But I don't know, I don't know. Yeah, so if I wanted to have a different gameplay, I would need some way to retain speed while turning, and then probably also slower speed build up. But then you have to consider that we have shit like this that already feels great to play, right? Oh, I gotta make the material for the launch blocks. Right, this is not really puzzly. You kind of just go. And in this section, it's kind of... Well, I did think about this, that it kind of feels bad to lose all the speed here. So there might be something there to still kind of look at in terms of how the movement works. The base movement feels good, but I don't think I handle the high speeds in the way that I want to. Like we dropped a lot of speed in that turn. And I don't know if that's the way that it should be. Also, these aren't all the same way. There we go. Are these all the same way? They should be. They seem to be. Okay, good. There's some flip business happening here as well. But these are just triggers, so nobody cares, right? Nobody cares about that. That's fine. Ooh, I thought it was gonna clip the block there. Is this too much speed? No, it's not. Yeah, so we have almost 300, and then we have 130. And hmm. Back to the good stuff, which is thinking about the movement and tweaking it. I mean, when the map design is just more movement design in disguise. Ooh. Hmm. I don't like the speed drop there. Okay, I should do something radical. What are the times? I don't know, 30 seconds. Okay. How do we retain speed now? Also, is there anything I have to commit? I modified pink 2 a bit. That's fine, that's fine. That's there. I don't think we have any formatting changes. We don't. It's great. Okay. So now. Okay, so we're gonna do player movement. Because the movement just works with friction currently. Would have to do something a bit more. For this, I guess I would want to take a part of the vector that we're reducing the velocity by and then give that to our forward momentum. So what I mean by that, I'm gonna visualize this for the stream and for myself. Let's go. So what currently happens is that we have our lovely velocity vector that's a bit more straight than that. We have the velocity vector, and then we apply friction to it, and then we have some, like, if the player is also trying to move in this direction, then we also apply a forward force, right? And when the player is at max speed, these arrows are the same length, so we stay at the same speed. If we are above max speed, so let's draw a slunger arrow, then the friction is going to be longer than our movement force in this direction, right? And then we're going to slow down. Eventually, we're going to reach max speed where these two arrows are the same, right? And I'm thinking, and okay, so and if we turn, now let's say we're moving fully straight like this, and then the player is trying to move in this direction, right? The friction is still going to be this direction. And after applying these arrows, this arrow is a bit too long. Imagine that it's the same length as this. The new arrow is going to be like this plus the player movement. So like these arrows are the same. Then it's going to be like this. These are, obviously all exaggerated. But the point here is that the length of the vector got smaller, right? So when you turn, you always slow down. No matter what you're trying to do with your inputs or how you turn, you will slow down, right? Um, because if you're at max speed and these are just the same length, the length stays the same. But if you turn the other one, then it's not giving the vector as much length. Like it's not pushing it outwards as much as possible. It's pushing it to the side, which makes it shorter. That's just how it works. If this arrow was like at 90 degrees, then I think it's more clear. So we have the arrow, then we have this section where the other force is friction and the other is the player force. And this arrow ends up here. But if the player force is trying to pull this direction, then the length is going to be capped at this, right? And we're going to have this as the new velocity. And this is the length. Whereas the length before is here. Yeah, anyway. So that makes sense. So what I want to do now is do a thing where we boost the length of this. So it's like around the same as this, maybe? We'll see. So. We need to boost vector. Oh yeah, and I thought that I will do it based on this. But now that I think about it, I should be doing it based on the difference on these two. I guess I already have the dot product between the velocity and the movement, so I can use that. Yes. I can use the dot product and then I can take the friction vector and flip it, and the boost depends on the dot product. Okay. Or then I just reduce the friction. I can just do that. Lol. Lol 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 lol. Okay, and we want to modify the lenient friction, I think. Because that's the one that's slowing us down. And we just want to have less of it. Let's do a sanity check and multiply this by 0. Now we should be on ice. Yes, I'm... Oh, if I turn, then it turns the player. But I'm currently only pressing space. Sometimes. Okay. Amazing. Amazing technology. Oh, and if I just keep going, then it will... Yeah, I can build speed forever. Let's go. So I want to test something. Let's go. Here. If I can fail the jump. Okay, surprisingly, the spacings should be different on this map. Like, if I jump the same way, then I'm not gonna hit the jumps, because my speed is different. Okay. I just wanted to run into this line block, that's all. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, and I really want to do a thing. Actually, I'm gonna make this a bit thicker. Oh, it's gonna think a bit. And we actually crashed because we have too much. I went too crazy. I'm just gonna calculate the skylight, which is gonna take a while because I haven't optimized it. So sad. Can we get 3 likes for my unoptimized garbage code? I don't actually think that. It's just the skylight has to be optimized. Is it? Okay, it's gonna take this long. God damn. God damn. You might be thinking this should run on a background thread, and to that I say, fair enough, but it should just run fast, period. That's what I think. Like, we're gonna delete the autosave. Maybe just 10,000. And I did it incorrectly, but that's fine. There we go. I have a thing. That's 10,000? That doesn't seem like a lot. It might be a lot. Okay, let's actually calculate the skylight. So we can see the scale of things. So true. I mean, there's some amount of length on it. Okay. Trying to... Oh, with the far plane. I'm not seeing all of this, I just realized. There's the far plane. I can't see it. They might be very big, and I just didn't realize. Okay, let's speed to the end of this. Let's go. Let's go. I so badly want like a third person button. Okay, we're indeed going fast. Oh, I have to enable audio so you can hear this. Okay, I'm gonna restart the process. Oh, actually, I forgot that I have no friction. But if I just run on the ground, this is what the footsteps sound like. We're going fast. As the logic that I was thinking for that is that, you know, if we're going fast, then surely we contact the ground more often. But now that I think about it, if you're like leaping on the ground, then, you know, you might not be doing that. But right now how it works is that there's a certain distance that you have to walk before the footstep plays. Right? Oh, this is some crazy speed. Oh! Ah, that's great. This is the end of this. Well, I'm gonna confirm something for my own sanity. We're gonna have... True. But, like, this is fun, you know? This is great. Imagine having fun. Let's, help ourselves a little bit. Okay, that is the wrong direction. hold on. Why am I still... Okay, so I'm supposed to set Z direction velocity. Am I stupid? I'm always going this way. Huh? Did I somehow break the velocity stuff? I'm thoroughly confused right now. Okay. Okay, this goes up. Oh, I did break it somehow. Or, okay, so this goes this way. But this goes forward. And now if I do... We are going forward? Why did it seem to be incorrect? Oh. Oh, no. If I just do enough velocity, then we go sideways. What the fuck? Why? Is that the case? That is very interesting. That is a bug in the movement system. Well, whatever. We can just do this. This shouldn't break. I'm not sure why that broke. That's very, very interesting. We should have cut the time that it takes to reach the end. Because we started out with a little speed. And yeah, that's basically the question. The answer should be no. Because I rewrote the collisions so that it will never go through anything. But I, also thought that I wrote the movement system so that going in one direction fast enough doesn't fucking send you to another direction randomly. So, there's things in this world that I don't understand. And that's fine. Yeah, and we just cleanly stop at the wall. Let's go. Okay. Anyway. The sneeze. The sneezer. Not quite. Fuck. Anyway. I guess this is one way to do this, but what I'm now thinking is that this might not be the correct way. Because even if I have zero quote-unquote lenient friction, I still slow down when turning, which was the thing that I wanted to address. Right? Like, we slow down when we turn. And you might be thinking, oh, then modify the other one, right? And if we do that, the result is going to be a bit awkward. So actually, I do want it to be a boost vector. I want it to be based on the aggressive friction, the one that restricts side movement. So I can go straight here. It's kind of hard to stop the sideways movement. Like, if I go sideways like this, it's just... How do I say it? Like, we're not turning at all, basically, is the problem. Or we're turning very, very slowly. Right? That's the behavior if I modify the other one. And we don't want turning to be slow. That is not what we want. Okay, what is happening here? Interesting. Okay, the direction might be incorrect. Okay. I'm discovering that there are indeed strange things in the movement. Anyway. Okay. So we don't want to touch the lenient friction at all, I don't think. We kind of just want perpendicular component, because that's the one that slows us down when turning. But we want to slow down, but we want to get the... I guess I could just get the length of this and then add it to the other component. But not exactly. Kind of, but not exactly. Okay. Uh, okay, I want the length of this. This is a temporary variable. We're doing real dev work, doing ASD variable names. ASDS, and we want the length. Yippee. And then we have our wish direction. I guess for now. Okay, what type are you? Because wish there is just a vector 3. Okay. We do that. Now. What am I expecting this to do? So first of all, go to M4 and see how this behaves here. Okay. We are gaining speed. Is turning giving us speed? Hold on. It definitely is. If I turn at a certain angle, we gain speed. That is not quite what I intended. That's funny. Unintentional, but funny. What? Okay. Yeah, we gain speed really quickly. Oh yeah, because the friction force is proportional to how fast we're going. So the faster we're going, the more speed we can get. Okay, now I really want to do a thing. Let me actually first TP there. I'm gonna do something funny. I'm gonna make slime walls here. And we're gonna make a fun bounce house. Yeah, now with my selection box that we can see through the blocks, I can clearly see that this is selecting the correct area. Smile. Okay. Oh, no, but this doesn't exactly work. I have to turn at a certain speed, because if I touch the wall, then it will mirror my velocity, but then I'm gonna be walking the wrong way, essentially. That will nullify my speed, which is not good. Damn, anyway. I'm not gonna make a huge platform now, because the light engine sucks, and it will take a bunch of time to calculate the skylight. Fuck. Anyway. Let's load M4 again. Yeah, okay. It's definitely possible to reach the end. Anyway. So we don't necessarily want this. Let's do like times 0.5, right? Let's just see what that does. What is the movement like? What is the movement like if we do this? We still gain speed. I guess we gain more speed the sharper we turn as well. Yeah. If I were to turn like 90 degrees in one tick, then we would gain a lot of speed. That is not what we want. It's what I'm right now doing. Some... Not correct. TLDR not correct. We want to take into account the dot product? Question mark? How do I want to do this? I just wanted to retain some speed, not fucking build speed. So what is currently happening? We have the velocity vector. Reducing some amount. Okay, so we have the velocity vector, then we have... Let's say this is the new direction that we're looking at. So this is just the direction vector, actually. It's gonna be, you know, we're pointing here, this is where we want to move. And the lenient friction is gonna point this way. How big is the lenient friction gonna be? Okay, so this is gonna be still, we're moving towards the velocity technically. It's gonna be something like this. We don't really have to care about that. So this is gonna slow us down in this direction some amount. And then we have the aggressive friction, which is trying to reduce this component of the vector. It's pushing this way, basically. Okay. I'm guessing this is just not what I want to do. And the numbers just kind of don't work out like this. Hmm. Times linear friction. I don't think I want to do times linear friction here. Or do I? Is this the answer to all of my problems? Holy shit. I'm retaining the speed, but I'm not building speed. What the hell? Let's not do times 0.5 here. That might have been the entire issue. Okay, so now we turn and we retain all the speed. That's awesome. And we don't build like crazy nuts speed for no reason. Yeah, we still have the normal like velocity decay. Let's see. Is this how I want the movement to feel? Let's go to pink 2. I didn't need to do that. Alright. Let's see what this map feels like now. And let me full screen this. Still definitely losing speed. Oh, the timings are different. Yeah, we're losing speed, but not as much. Is this just better? Did I just improve the movement, guys? Oh, I went over the thing. Let's see. Jumped way too early. I wonder if this will introduce some infinite speed exploit. Where you could just run in like a small area and just gain a lot of speed. Okay, let's see. We retain like 190. Yeah, okay. Feels better, honestly. Why didn't I do this earlier? Why did I make the movement so lame earlier? True, true. I'm like in disbelief. Is this just an improvement? Straight up? Like, it's just better? Because the velocity still decays over time. Well, we just don't fuck it up for turning. Like, we don't punish the player for turning, basically. Well, I mean, to turn, you have to be in air. To turn well. I don't know, to turn... You have to be on ground. You can't be in the air if you want to turn effectively, because you have more friction on the ground. But on the ground, the speed decay is also faster. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Let's see. Let's go to the runway. Let's go to the runway. Okay. Let's get like 300 speed. Or 250, I guess, because the decay gets faster the faster we are going. Okay, now I have like 250. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, like 4 seconds and then we're at 130. Oh, actually, what am I even... Well, okay, if I go off the runway, then I can test this. Oh, but I'm going to be too low. Okay, we need the runway to be higher up. Actually, I'm going to do it like... Did I set it to 1000? Okay, I did. 0, 1000, and then 0, and then... No, okay, I'm dumb. Dumb, stupid. Do 10, 1000. I guess I can just do 4000. Why is this not rendering the book? Am I already beyond this? Should be rendering the preview. Hmm. Yeah, there we go. Oh, this is so high up. Oh, yeah, okay. Because I teleported 0, 100, 0, not 1000, 0. But I do love the fact that I can just type like TPB and TPA so I can get to the correct positions. Yeah, okay. Right, that's there now. And we're gonna... Go here. Okay, now we're gonna gain like 250 speed again. I guess the reasonable limit that you can reach while this running is like 250-ish. So that's something that I would be designing around then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, like 7 seconds, and then we're at 130. Do decelerate slower. How the skylight doesn't reach here now. Yeah. Sometimes it's annoying. We have the thingy up here blocking the skylight. But if we go here on the edge of this, we're gonna see something funny. You can see it's just dark there because there's a ceiling. And if I go here and I break a block here, for example, let's see what happens. Now there's a hole in the ceiling. And we fall down 1000 blocks. And it didn't update. Because there's empty chunks in between, I didn't fix the error. No. Does it work on the initial skylight? Please do work on the initial lighting pass at least. It does not. Oh, is it just about empty chunks then? Okay. Yeah. Skylight doesn't pass through empty chunks. Or light in general. Well, whatever. It kind of works. Anyway, let's run the unit tests. Two of them failed. Let's go. Okay, let's... Okay. Okay, so this is just slightly different, but that's expected for this test, because we changed the movement and how it works. This is fully expected. These are all gonna be different now. I'm gonna change them later. I'm still like in disbelief of this being like the solution to the movement. I can't believe that it was that simple. Like, we just don't punish turning, and that's it. And my problem was that turning is being punished, and then I made it that the turning is not punished. And wow, it's better somehow. Imagine that. It might still slow down you for turning a bit, but I'll have to investigate that. I'll look into it more later. But I'm feeling like I will make the test pass, and then I will start wrapping up. Well, tests. No, not test, but tests. Okay, so where do we fail? 36. Okay. That's interesting. That is interesting. Yeah, the light engine needs to be optimized. Every time I load this runway map, I'm reminded of this. Okay, so I guess 10 game ticks is just not enough. Oh, there was a bug right there with the movement. That's bad. How does it happen? Oh, okay. I get this now. If I'm slowing down on a turn, then yeah. I'm saying light engine because it sounds fancy. I mean, it's so true. It's like light engine as in something they would have in Minecraft, kind of light engine, you know? So, don't think that is too fancy. But, oh, sidetrack. If I go to the dungeon map, for example, and then if I, let's just, oh, I'm here. I can go inside here, and you can see that we have lighting, right? And if I remove some of the lights, then it changes what everything looks like, right? And I call the code that handles these lights the light engine. You know? Oh. See, I clicked the link thinking, what could Ra be? Okay, yeah, my bad also for disrespecting Ra. That'd be a fucking excellent name for a light engine, though. That'd be good. That'd be good. Oh, what's your light engine called? Oh, Ra. Oh, it's a action. No, Ra, as in the sun god. Awesome. Great meme. Anyway, I can test this here as well. Not up. Yeah, but the reason also that the redirecting happened is because the velocity boost wants to make us go a certain direction. Yeah. Yep. I didn't mean to taint your mind with that. But, you know. Just think back to, like, Super Monkey Ball, right? I feel like I don't mind when people think of Minecraft when they see this, but it's like, I feel like Super Monkey Ball is like a, you know, not a lot of people think that. I find it great that we have differing takes on what this reminds people of. Oh, that's good. That's good. Dude, I've thought about Super Mario Galaxy as well. More specifically, Super Mario Galaxy 2. Yeah, that's you can have your dreams. You can have your dreams. You can have your dreams, and I can have my project. Anyway, yeah. So the movement is not exactly what it should be. Ah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I can actually fix this very easily. We're not gonna do turn bursting if you don't have horizontal input. That's the fix. That is the entire fix. No turn boosting if you're not trying to move. Well, that also shouldn't have been a problem. Hmm. Okay, let's confirm this now. So you can see this little turn. Actually, no. That makes sense. No, that makes total sense. Yeah. Okay. My bad. My bad. So I was thinking that the wish direction is pointing the wrong way, and that's why it's turning, but no, it's going exactly the way that we're looking. Everything makes sense, everything's good, everything's nice. Cargo format. I need to find this one thing. Uh, fuck. There we go. This is a gem. I was reminded of this gem. Plus L plus ratio plus unoptimized plus debug info. This is just mwah. And this is Cleared's brainchild. Thank you. This is one of the greatest things. I don't remember what brought this to my mind. I said something with plus, and I was reminded of this. True. It's so good. But it was like from here, you know. Um, uh, it's good. It's good. Good meme. Anyway, now the tests maybe should pass. Because the movement is actually going to be exactly the same. Without horizontal input. Yeah, everything passes. Wow! I don't have an explicit test for this thing, but that's fine. Okay, I guess I commit. Well, after I fucking make the variable names a bit better. Because we don't want to have ASD, S2, and whatever. And these are the only changes. Okay. I want to do this, and then I'm going to change the variable names. Don't worry, that commit is not going to touch the main tree on GitHub. ASDS. There we go. Okay. I could separate these both. Okay, let's just call this what it is. This is the aggressive friction force. I'm gonna do the same for the lenient one. Just so it's a bit more symmetrical. Because I feel like this makes the code easier to read. You know, instead of having the other be done the other way and the other way. They're done the same way. Yee. That works. And this all probably will get optimized by the Rust compiler and LLVM into the exact same thing, right? I would hope so. I would hope so. Let's see. So this is gonna be like, oh, and this is gonna be the aggressive friction force length. No, I don't know if I even have reproducible builds. Like, if I build 2 times, is it the same? I don't know. But if I had a neat command to like compare the output of 2 functions, sure, I could do that. I haven't figured that out though. And in general, like if I make my if just when I make my own programming language, right? I really want to have a thing where you can compare 2 versions of code and what they compile to, right? And it's like, oh, we have the git like state that we last committed, and then we have the dirty tree, and then there will be a command where it's like, oh, test if the compile output changes at all, right? Are we identical? Diffoscope. This sounds interesting. Oh, okay, this is just... Okay. Yeah, but this is not really for, like, compiling. Well, it might. Oh, okay. It might be something. I'm gonna look into it a bit more. Where did you read the? Hold on. Okay, I hallucinated some text in my brain. Let's go. Anyway. Okay, so we have this. What do we want to call this? This is like turn boosting. I'm gonna do it like this. I feel partially bad about this, because I meant to move away from using floats, and now I'm doing more logic for the movement with floats. So I'm gonna have fun in the upcoming refactor of the movement, where I try to get rid of floats. And the first step is to understand everything that happens with the movement, so I can maybe simplify it. God damn. God damn. Anyway, uh, 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 uh. I could multiply already here by lenient friction, so I don't have to have it there. Make the line a little shorter. It's around here anyway. Yeah, we have this here. Turn boosting. It's not the best name. So what we're really doing is we just don't want. Well, there we go. I guess sure, test. I meant to run the game, but we can run the tests one more time. Now we have this. Can we get enough speed for this? Is the question now. Yes, we can! I'm surprised. I don't know if you could tell by my voice. Okay, so if I do a rapid turn, do I lose more speed than if I do a slow turn? And if yes, why? Yeah, we lose all speed when we turn. But if we turn slowly, we don't. I don't know why. There's some logic to this that I don't know. Like, smooth, slow turns are the best. Okay, let's try it again. How did I do it that one time? Like that, maybe? Sure. Okay. And this is surely a beginner level, right? Yeah, as you can obviously see. It's teaching the very basics of the movement. They'll be essential later on. What the fuck? I need to like visualize what's happening with the velocity vectors or something. Not here. Dude, why do I fucking click the wrong folder twice? And this like the worst folder name that I could have for like things that I might not want to have on stream. Fucking webcam. So I did it successfully like one time. Oh, did I turn on the ground for that? Okay, I did. So turning on the ground is the strat? I feel like I did that though. Okay, let's try this one more time. One more time. Okay, I just got one extra jump that time. I see. Okay. Downloading the strat. That maybe would have been it. Oh, can you just make it without turning? Is that what it is? Maybe. Ooh, probably barely. Anyway, for this to be a game mechanic, it's a bit too unreliable. And the turning still loses you speed. It loses you less speed. I feel like multiplying by the lenient friction is kind of just a happy accident that happens to work out, and it's probably not correct. So I gotta figure that out. Um, so this is actually still kind of garbage. I'm gonna mark it as work in progress. This is not, I don't know how it's gonna be. I don't think. But I definitely, I know what I want for the gameplay. Right? I want this map or something very similar be like a lesson on how you can retain speed through corners. And I guess that's how you do it. I almost just did it. I want to have shallow turns still. So I want to minimize turning, so I'm going to have this angle. Okay, almost. Okay, actually last time. This thrust. Okay, we basically just went straight that time, honestly. There was a small amount of turning. I was basically straight. Yeah, and also I am deeply sorry for lying about that being the last time. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a longer turn. So I'm gonna modify the map right now. Fuck it. He can't stop working. This is positive X. It was indeed positive X. That's good. So now this is like this. Save on 4. We gotta make a save system as well. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, yep. But also, I can like gain a lot of speed already here. And it's almost possible. So there has to be more possible speed build here. Like we need to have crazier speed here, and then we need to retain it through the corners. I might do it with a boost pad, so you actually have like crazy speed here, maybe? Let's try it. It's launch, not boost. Yeah. We do lose the speed over time. The whole movement thing needs tweaking. I basically lost everything. That's not good. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, gotta rethink the movement again. But this is the process, right? I have something that kind of works, and then we think again, and then we redo, and then we think again, and then we redo, and then eventually maybe it's good. Um, yep. I also have to figure out some other movement stuff, but yes, it's time to end this stream, and for me to rest. Dude, did I upload the VOD of the last stream? Let's check it. I feel like that's a Portal reference or something. Dude, the last stream was stream 100? Let's go. 13 days ago. Yes, I did upload. Okay. Because last Saturday I didn't stream because I was sick. Awesome. But yeah. Also, as you see right there, if you want to see my archive streams, then you can go to nearpatty.com/stream/archive. All of the VODs are archived there. It's great stuff, great stuff. Let me check something real fast. And the Discord, nearpatty.com/discord. You can join up there. And we're gonna raid someone who does Godot stuff. What I typed was raid and then times lean in friction because I had the wrong thing on my clipboard. That's awesome. Oh, mine. Can I do this correctly? Yes, I can. There we go. We're gonna go triple jump games. There's no raid message. Just be nice, follow their chat rules. Yada yada yada. One whole viewer. Let's go. You are the one-man raid. Yeah. Goodbye.